Donald Trump looks terrible. Why won't the press ask him what's wrong? Okay, and Adam wants to talk about the story, so Adam will come to you first.
Okay.
Donald Trump looks lousy. He has unexplained bruises on his hands. His ankles are swollen. He's walking oddly. He keeps mixing up names or using the wrong word during press availabilities. The question about what's legitimate in diagnosing presidents and afar has become more than just an academic exercise. And given they endure world's most demanding job, the debate has also been fueled about age. Social media has no such complications about speculation. The last few weeks have been considerable focus on Trump's ill health with his hands. Rob, is this what? She's been asked the question about his health?
So this is last month because President Trump's hand was seen bruised last month, and Caroline Levitt was asked about that, and here's what she said about his health.
Recent photos of the president have shown minor bruising on the back of his hand. This is consistent with minor soft tissue irritation from frequent handshaking and the use of aspirin, which is taken as part of a standard cardiovascular prevention regimen. This is a well-known and benign side effect of aspirin therapy. And the president remains in excellent health, which I think all of you witness on a daily basis here. So the president wanted me to share that note with all of you. I'm happy to take further questions on it.
Gotta love it. You know, where Maloney says, I hate my press. And the president's like, nah, I do this every day. And by the way, do you remember how many times Biden took questions during the 4 years he was in? Do we actually know the stats? How many times did President Biden allow press to ask him questions, okay, live during his term? Do we know that?
It has to be a handful.
It's not a big number. By the way, who knows who's going to be coming up with these numbers? They're probably going to give bigger numbers than what it really is. Approximately 36 times amongst 7 most recent presidential presidents. I'm right again. Wow. What's the number?
36, but look at how many Trump had, Obama, and Reagan had.
Trump had 468. Obama did 570 in his 8 years. Reagan did 262. Biden did 33. Just so you know that. 33 is what Biden did, okay? What's the bottom one saying? The 588 only 500 communication, second to only 664 Trump. Okay, so yeah, this guy's not out there. And what Trump is doing is he's completely out there talking to everybody. But Adam, what are your thoughts about this whole health scare that people are talking about?
Yeah, well, Donald Trump is probably going to die. The good news and bad news, depending on what you feel about Trump, is it's not going to happen anytime soon. He's going to live at least to age 90. Now, where am I coming up with this? 2 different reasons. My expertise is literally in longevity and longevity markets and life expectancy. That's my industry. And then number 2, precedent. So with the exception, since 1980, talk about president deaths, with the exception of Richard Nixon, who died at 81, every single U.S. president made it to at least 90. Reagan was 93, Ford was 93 as well, Bush Sr. 94, Jimmy Carter, your favorite president, Pat, made it to 100. I believe he died last year, although Vinny preemptively thought he died much earlier. Biden is, 82, going on 102. We'll see how long he lasts. He's still there. Trump is 79. He's lean, mean, and orange. He's doing his thing. He's high energy. He's active. He's a fighter. He's a survivor. Based on my indications, based on whatever health issues we know, get used to seeing Donald Trump in the Oval Office. Whether he runs in 2028, I think is a farce. But Donald Trump, for all the betting people out there, will make it through his final term in office, and then he'll have a sunset parade.
I mean, but in regard to this, Tom, sorry, not to cut you off, Tom. I mean, aspirin, what she's talking about is, baby aspirin for your blood. Like a lot of people, even my doctor's like, take a baby aspirin chewable at night before you go to sleep. It helps with your circulation. But and I mean, let's be honest. He does shake hands, and he's aggressive when he shakes hands. That might be, Tom, trust me, he's shaking my hand.
Shake Tom's hand right now. Let's show him how it does it. Rip his shoulder out. Yeah, rip that shoulder out.
President, but it makes
Tom, after those weightlifting,
but
you're
he's
stronger
not,
now.
and I think you mentioned this yesterday too. It's not like, guys, he doesn't hide. He eats Big Macs. When you go on Air Force One, there's 9 Big Macs, and you have to eat it because that's all they have is Big Macs and McDonald's fries, and he drinks Diet Coke.
And
okay?
RFK sitting there going, I wish I wasn't in this photo.
Yeah, exactly. But the only thing that it makes me laugh that the media is worried about him when for 4 years Biden was falling upstairs, forgetting everything, shaking hands with ghosts, lost his mind. They didn't say, he was literally shaking hands with nobody, and they said nothing. And now they're like, oh, Trump is in bad shape. I'm going to be honest though, but he doesn't look that great. He's in his 80s, like you said. He's eating unhealthy.
79, Vinny. Have a little respect.
He's
2026 is going to be the greatest year of our lives right now. He's going to be 80. A country's going to turn 250.
I wish he
and
could
we're
be
all gonna
healthier.
eating McDonald's.
I want him to live as long as he can. You're not going to change somebody at that age, and you're going to go like this. Put the Big Mac down. It's not going to happen.
Hey, I think we've got we've a lot of octogenarians in Congress and the Senate, and I think what we just went through with Biden, where now we find out
Pat.
he was
That's
really
80-year-olds, octogenarians.
honestly
I don't know if you were looking for me to-
incapacitated in
That's that-
some way.
that's that tassel.
That's terrible. And since he was incapacitated and went through all this, I think it's a fair question by the media. The media sits there and looks, hey, the prior president, now we know, some of us covered it up. Okay, maybe shouldn't have done that, not going to admit it. But it's a fair question we need to ask. How is the health of our leader with so much to do on a world stage?
doing
And
just fine. I don't wanna
And
hear
it would
it.
appear that there may be some stuff going on with a 70-something-year-old president, but
79.
other than that, he's in good
Hey,
health.
Patrick.
Yeah.
And moving forward,
wanna-
and it's not the visible things that we saw previously. And it's not Mitch McConnell basically having, like Mike, I don't know what you call it, but he would freeze up. If someone, Adam and I have been around a lot of older relatives and stuff. If we had an older relative freeze up at a dinner the way McConnell did, wouldn't we start going through?
No, I'd reelect him.
No. You and I would
Kentucky?
go through the stroke checklist. Try to get him to say something. Try to do these things. Remember, McConnell freezes up.
Yeah,
multiple
And so
times.
you would get concerned for a family member and say, "Hang on, let's go through the stroke checklist. Let's call 911." And so it's a fair question by the media, but it looks like Trump's in good health, all things considered.
Well, I want to get Patrick's perspective on this because you said something the other day. It's not about lifespan, it's about health span. Unpack that a little bit.
Yeah, we just met with a guy who was one of our neighbors, brilliant guy, doctor, cardiologist. He says life is about health span, not lifespan. How long of a healthy life you live. It's not about, you could live up to 90, but the last 20 you were miserable, versus you live 85, but you live a healthy 85. He's golfing out there. He came back from Alaska, gets a couple hours of sleep, gets back on a golf course, knowing he's golfing. So, yes, that hand stuff, you got to look at it, make sure everything is good. What I do know is, with the help of Tom's, a lot of the content he talks about, we have a massive surge in our octogenarian audience that watches the podcast. And we welcome all of you. And it's just an awesome audience. They still buy Future Looks Bright. They still are like, no, I'm still excited about the future.
They don't buy green bananas, but they'll buy some Future Look Bright
they
gear.
believe the future looks bright, definitely. Moving forward, on Connect, on the Circle, all the notes we have, it's free. You can go download the Circle, follow the stories with us. All you have to do is go to download Connect, go to the Circle, PBD Podcast Circle, look for it. Any of these QR codes will take you there. Join free. If you want to be able to communicate with others, pay your $10 a month. I think whatever the next rate is, and then the next rate will give you more access, videos, all that other stuff. And especially last week when we posted a video with Tom doing the push, benching 135 pounds, absolutely crushed
Monster.
Killed it,
Yeah,
Tom.
it was
Now you're the new mayor now.
real. And I got so much hate telling me I was doing half bench presses. So I have to go and do it again. And I'm going to pause, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to pause. And what I'm probably going to do after today is I'm going to do that with a pause to see how many I'll do, but it'll be only
a pause,
on the Circle.
do a story,
I'm going to
then
do
do
a
another.
pause. I'll be like, how you doing? And then boom. It's
But
one.
also, you
Two.
do the whole leg up, like this whole deal. This is
Yeah. Well, they're
this is
saying
a
I'm
different
not
thing.
going straight enough, and I like being challenged. So maybe if I do straight arms, I can only do 3 of them, 4 of them. But we'll test it out. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.